Hello everybody, my name is D Major and I'm an entertainer and I'm here today with Q in the Streets.
2, 1. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Turn Up on a Tuesday with your favorite crew. It's your boy Q, and I got your country cutie Cakes in the building.
Yes, sir.
I got the man with the plan, the smoothest talking asshole I know, every gay fan.
Yeah.
Aggravated. Woo! We have a CEO in the building, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like when I say that, I got to sit up and fix my tie straight.
Not the secretary.
Come up your face vision.
The CEO, baby.
The CEO, we have I Am D Major in the building.
What's up everybody?
What's going on,
He's so
sir?
cool,
How
he's
are
so
you?
cool.
I'm doing good. How are y'all doing today? I'm glad to be here. My first radio interview.
Good. Well, listen, we want you to go ahead and knock that little shyness out. We're about to have some fun, okay? You got some new hot music we about to jam to?
Yes.
But before we get into that, what's going on with you? Let the people know where you from.
Originally I'm from Miami. Grew up there. Was
305.
305 all day. I got
So
a little bit.
ratchet in there.
Yes, it is a little ratchet. I grew up. My family's Caribbean, so I lived in the Bahamas for 10 years as well.
Oh, you
so
can cook.
Yeah, a little bit.
Spicy. He can cook spices.
A little bit. But yeah, so I have like a mix of Caribbean, that Miami flavor. Then I just moved here to Atlanta 4 years ago, so I got that ATL. So I got the South covered.
That's what I was going to say, that you're still new to Atlanta. So what is it that made you want to start dabbling in music? What's your music background?
Okay, so from high school, I was involved in like theater, musical theater, and so I sang there. In college, I did music. I performed on two international tours. And so when I left, I was like, oh, I'm gonna be an artist. I'm gonna do this. And then the bills started rolling in.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I can't afford to do this. So I took a break and I kind of worked on the production side of things. So when I first moved here to Atlanta, nobody knew I sang because I was just hustling, trying to work. I worked like 3 different jobs. At once I was bartending. Had my job with Apple. Then I was working at for Michael Kors at a call center. So hustling up. So I got to the point now where I got comfortable to where I can move over and do music full time. So
let's talk about you being a part of the Recording Academy.
okay, cool. Yeah. So part of the things what I did is I worked production for the Grammys, and so through my contributions there, and opening up the studio and dibbling and recording music and stuff, I applied and I got into the Recording Academy. So I'm a member, and what that means is that like all of the nominations that you see, I actually get to have a say in that, and I review the tracks.
So before we get into because you got questions.
This album.
So, I got my boy D. He can vote for me.
I'm gonna be like, listen, I just dropped this album.
Wait, before we go there, because I knew you was ready. Before we get into the sound machine, let's talk about exactly what it is that you do for the Grammys and what does being in the Recording Academy actually means, because, you know, as music people, we know, but a lot of people don't know what it means. And when you say you have a say-so in it, like what?
Okay, so the say-so means is that like, so we have like 3 different rounds. So starting in the summer, you can go ahead and nominate. So say if Q had a hit album. Who's
that again?
If Q had a hit single,
okay,
and I reviewed this, and I reviewed the song, and I was like, dang, I think this would be good. I could actually nominate his single for a Grammy consideration. And so from there, after we nominate it, the committee reviews it, and then we vote on the nominees. And so I actually have a vote.
Now, I once heard that you have to pay to be able to vote for some award shows for them to win, like against different songs.
Not for the Grammys.
Selection. I mean, categories is what I'm looking for. Different categories you can pay.
So it's kind of difficult how they like most people say like Beyonce bought her Grammys, just as for example, being in the Academy, I know that's not true now because we have so many demographics, because there's like about like 8 different chapters in different cities and stuff, and so all of us can vote. And so it's impossible for you to have a block and purchase them.
Right.
You know, so I mean, of course, I mean it's all about networking and people seeing who you are and getting familiar with your music.
So it's almost political almost.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. Now that I will say, it is very political.
And that's why you always hear people say, oh, it's politics.
Yeah.
It is politics. Like, for example, what they do is they have Grammy events throughout the year. And if you're an interested artist, you want to be at an event performing, because you're performing in front of your demographic, which is voters.
Right.
And establishing those connections. So that's how you kind of get the forefront.
Do you feel like knowing the knowledge that you know on the back end that you have a better advantage?
Yes, I definitely do. I was just telling one of my engineers today because, like for example, the single I'm about to put out today. I already have Spotify unlocked to add it to their playlist and a couple other major companies, and that's just because of my affiliation and connections. And so he was talking to me like, how do you do it? And I said, well, I just sent an email.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then I was like, wait a second, no, it's not that easy for it wouldn't be that easy for an average artist without the connections and
that
stuff.
you have.
So I'm very happy with like me through networking and putting in my work on the back end over the years. Now I'm able to utilize those
And
connections.
just send the email.
Right, so we'll get into the front side of you being on the music, but
Yes.
I still want to stay on the back end for just a second.
Okay.
Do you charge consultations for up and coming artists that don't know the knowledge? Because you have a lot of people who want to be on the front end and know nothing about just sending an email, to the right person to have you in the Grammys.
So for me, I don't do consultations. People say that I should charge, but honestly, with people that come through the studio at the Sound Machine with their sessions, usually I'm there and I offer them advice.
So do you is it like a whole package, like with the gold package? I can talk to you about how to get your songs on Spotify, or you just.
So right now we're actually. So I just well, I can kind of say it. I'm getting ready to partner with a music marketing company. And so we'll be able to offer artists that recorded at our studio music marketing through that, because a lot of artists have come up to me like, how can I market this? How can I do this? And so I was waiting for to vet the right company that I know actually could deliver a seamless product, rather than say, hey, here, go here.
Right.
And then it's not like you're wasting your money. You're like, dang, I spent my rent money on this
Right.
song. Think
And
I'm
you
about
know
to have
what
a hit
happens.
and don't have that.
Well, Rainey and I, we've been known to sing a tune or two, so I feel like we need to go down to the Sound Machine.
Right.
So that we can have.
Check it out. Basketball is my favorite sport. I like the way it dribbles up and down the court. Hey, listen, if Bow Wow can sing that word for word, why I can't?
So let's talk about the Sound Machine and why you started or opened a studio here in Atlanta.
Okay, so I mentioned I took a break from music. So I was turning 25 and I'm like, I want to record a song before I turn 25 because it's my dream. And so I have a friend named Chad. He connected me with his producer Davion. Went in there, made a B-Day song. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do this and that's it.
Yeah.
And then what ended up happening is I came back and I was like, okay, I just want to do another song. Then I was like, nah, I want an EP. And so I just started recording, and then his studio is at a place called Visions. And so I was like, is there any other studios for independent artists? And I went around to a couple of studios, just taking sessions, and I just felt the number one question I got was, oh, are you a part of a label? And if you say no, your whole experience and everything is different.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, cool, here you go.
They treat you like trash.
Yes, for lack of a better term. I said to myself, I wanted to create a studio where people can come to and have an intimate experience and be able to connect with their vibe and record. And so that's where the Sound Machine was birthed. It happened it happened quickly. So I decided in November that I wanted to do it, and then December I located the place, and everything just started falling into place with everything. And so that's how I came into it. So it's a really cool studio. We have a cool price point for independent artists, and with a studio session you get complimentary drinks, liquor, just like how you guys were hospitable to me. That's how we treat.
See, and we get to go and get drunk.
Complimentary drink.
Right.
My head was down, so I heard complimentary drink.
Yeah.
So that's what I was going to ask you. My next question. Thank you for being the host. I was going to say there are so many different studios in Atlanta. What makes you different? But you just answered it by it being, I guess, family oriented.
Yeah, it's all about. I'm all about. Number one thing for me is customer service. I want when you walk into it, you experience it. Like we have these cool things with the lights where they adjust to your mood. So I'll ask you what's your favorite color, and then the lights can adjust to that, so you can kind of just have a vibe to create.
And that makes great music too.
Yeah.
Like if you're comfortable, you're feeling it, and it's like the vibe is right, the music gonna sound good too.
I take-
Record sitting on the floor in the dark.
when Tank goes in the studio, he has candles set up all around the
We've
studio.
had an artist do that.
Yeah.
Actually, he was like, "Don't be weird with me. I just have candles." And
Right.
I'm like, "Look, as long as you don't burn anything, as long as it's
Right.
not near the equipment,
That's why you gotta
I'm
come in here. The
good."
security deposit is, you know, you can get this
And
back.
sign these papers.
Yeah. After.
Because if I come here, my curtains on fire.
Right.
My money.
Damn soundboard for sure.
Right.
So let's get to why you came. The brother got new music. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great that it's finally about to come up. I just submitted the final version about a couple hours ago to my distributor.
Wow.
So I'm excited.
Hot off the press.
Yes.
And you came to Q in the Streets.
Yes, I came to Q in the Streets.
So let's talk about what it is to make a professional song, because you have a lot of people just like, oh, I'm about to get on my phone and I
Yeah,
gotta
gotta
track
record.
and it gotta be submit. Girl, if you don't get in the studio,
Don't be hating these people.
oh yeah, I'm hating real. So let's talk about what it is to, you know, where did this song come from before we listen to it? Like,
Okay.
what was the process? Did you write it out? Are you a person where you get in the booth and you just go, or do you
Yeah.
have to write your lyrics out? How do you flow?
Okay, so this song is actually off of my upcoming EP, and it's very personal. It's about a lot about my life, and so yes, I did write the song. And where it came from is that when I first moved here to Atlanta, I had like a group of friends. I was very, very popular, for not being cocky, and just like one by one, like they just started executing. I just had like a year where I just felt like I was just being attacked and broken down, and so I kind of like lost myself for a bit in friendships and just issues just going on between friends and stuff. And so that's where I kind of dived into music, and so that's where the EP came from. So it's basically, I call it like an EP of forgiveness. And so the song stemmed out of just I was talking to somebody, and you know when you have like, you're in a relationship or you're talking to somebody, you have like that you have an argument and you're like, F you, this, that, and
Yeah.
the third, or whatever. So that kind of happened. And so, you know,
Now
what
you gotta
happened.
come back and say I'm sorry.
No.
All right.
Never
Hey, I kinda
apologize.
went in, but
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's where you gotta be like, I mean, I'm sorry how I said it.
But I mean what I said.
I meant what I said.
It's crazy how the last artist came in and, you know, he was turned up, he's on FU, and so you come in on I'm sorry. So we got like a full balance going on today. So let everybody know where they can find you on social media. And what time are you dropping it?
The song comes out on Friday, but I have a
Okay.
preview. I have it for exclusive for Q in the Streets to play first.
So
Our
excited.
listeners get to hear it first. So, okay, introduce it. Let us know the title of it.
Okay, so the title of the song is called Steppin' Out. It's featured a dope rapper, Saturated, and I am D Major on Instagram.
All right, somebody said on our Q in the Streets page, just caught D Major on his live, Big Things Poppin'. Let nothing stop your progress, man. So you got people listening to you.
Hey, come through.
All right, guys, so keep it locked. We got D Major and his new single, exclusively right here on WTNT's 107.7, Q in the Streets. Oh, come on.
Now let him do it.
Come on with the vocals. We got D Major in the building, ladies and gentlemen. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. You guys have a welcoming environment. I was nervous at first, but I'm like, now I'm relaxed. I'm ready to go in.
You like you're ready to dance a little bit. You want us to cut it back out? I feel a little something on them.
I'm trying to do my crunches so I can get this belly roll going.
Oh, for the video.
Oh, I'm ready. Even if you got to chop my head off and put it on somebody else's body, I'm okay with that too.
I can't stand it.
I cannot.
Oh my goodness, D Major. First of all, congratulations on the single.
Thank you so
It
much.
drops Friday.
Yes, on iTunes, Spotify, and all platforms, nationwide,
That's
internationally, everywhere you can get it.
All right, Rainy, Enrique, and myself will be on the Grammy Awards stage dancing behind D Major when it's time. So y'all be on the lookout. Go ahead and sign the consent form now
Right.
before he changes mind.
Right. Put that on the table.
D Major, where can we find the studio?
You can find it. Slide on 85. No, I'm joking. No, we have that's our theme song that hasn't been released yet. But it's located off of Shallowford Road, exit 93 on 85. Not too far, kind of centrally located. And yeah, we're open
We
24
have
hours.
a lot of independent artists who come through here.
Right.
So make sure you really plug the Instagram. Tell the people where they can find it on Instagram.
Okay, so yeah, you can find it at The Sound Machine ATL on Instagram, Facebook, We don't have a Twitter, but yeah, Instagram and Facebook. The website is www.thesoundmachineatl.com. And also, what's cool is I haven't announced it yet, but I'll give a Q in the Streets an exclusive. We also partnered with a huge music distribution company that's located in the UK. So that's gonna be also cool and exciting.
Oh,
where
you're
they can
international.
upload
Look at
it.
Randy face.
Yeah, it hasn't come out yet. I just sealed the deal today. So yes, we are definitely the place for independent artists to get your music pumped. We're a one-stop shop, so come support
And you're
us.
affordable.
Affordable, $50 an hour.
$50 an hour. That's
All right,
not
so
bad.
we gonna plug him because the next time I hear somebody coming here with a not what's the name track, I'll be like,
Not mastered.
yeah, not
Oh, yeah,
master. I'm gonna
mix
call
and
D
master,
Major. I'll be like,
Can
listen,
I just come to the studio just to come? I just want the
Yeah,
experience.
you wanna about? You can come in on my next session.
Boom!
I'm going.
no,
Y'all-
she gonna be on the track.
okay, y'all
She gonna
come.
try to be on the track, be the hype girl or something.
Yeah.
It's your girl, Case, go Asia, go Asia.
You could be like DJ Khaled, you know,
See?
he be on the track, he have a whole
Another
album.
On that note, D Major, tell us where we can find you on social media. Get
You
this
can
girl
find me
out of here.
You can find me at IMD Major.
All right, guys, y'all keep it locked. It's your Country Cutie Case in the building.
Yes, I
I got
am.
the smoothest talking asshole I know, Enrique Fan, the man with the plan.
Yep.
It's your boy Q. Keep it locked with WTNT's 107.7
You in the streets.